We're here, not in the most glorious of ways. Oh, everybody's sick, and I mean sick. Ooh, sick, yucky sick. Um, my friend left. She was feeling good. She went to the store, and then she wasn't feeling so good. It's like you're fine when you're sitting, but the minute you go to do anything, you want to die. And we still have helicopters. Everything's a mess. My hair is soaking wet. It's freaking hot. We're sick in Florida. We got a bad virus going around. Doctor at the hospital said it was a stomach flu, a bad stomach flu, but there's like a viral bronchitis going around too. And it makes you very dizzy for some reason. I don't know what it is. I was just getting my crap out. Oh, to check my sugar again. Because I ate, but I have to try to eat again. So this is going to be a fairly kind of quick live stream. And if you're thinking of coming to Florida, it's going to be 100 degrees on Friday because it is the second week of April. So it's going to go from 85 to like 98 degrees in one night. Thursday night is going to be the night from hell because we're going to wake up at like 85 degrees. Ow. I hate doing this. Ow. It's going to be an awful night on Thursday because that humidity is just going to come in like a steam bath and I'm never going to sleep. So I got 4 days to make sure all my little fans are charged. Hold on. Watch what I'm doing for a minute. This is important. So I can figure out what I got to eat in a few minutes. Oh, that's why I feel like crap too. 94. It should be at least 130. Maybe a little more. Just waiting. I wasn't sure. I know it's Sunday. And everybody's either at an afternoon mass or out shopping and having lunch. So I just wanted to come on and say hey. I was working on stuff for the back window. I used my caulking to reseal my stuff in the window rubber guard that keeps the water from coming in. And it went up perfect. Beautiful. Stuck rubber to metal. Dried overnight. I tried pulling on it. It won't come off. Curtains are still hanging. I said, all right, I'm going to buy one of those sunshades and glue with the caulking on the little pieces of Velcro squares. It's 5 o'clock. I did that at like 11:30 this morning. It's still wet. It's still sliding around on like the make-believe. It's a cheapo one of these. It's from the dollar store. So I don't know if this is too slippery and caulk is never going to stick to it because it's still it's stuck in one place but sliding around. So I have it drying in the window because the air is starting to cool off. We woke up, it was 44 degrees this morning. It's going to be 104. Oy. Donuts. Morning donuts. Oh, I'm going to read the thing. Hold on. I had the phone bent. Oh, nice. Nice. I wish. It's going to be 100 degrees on Friday already. I got, oh yeah, how many of my fans? I'm trying to dig out all my fans because they're all the rechargeable ones. Ugh. What a nitwit. Oh, I was like, it's got to be this week. Really? Where's my bag of fans? Anyway, I think I got 3 or 4. I forget. They're here somewhere. I had to start pulling stuff out. and getting ready. There's so much crap jammed between the bed and the dresser. Ugh. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm missing one white one and one purple one. They're probably somewhere in the storage unit. That's fine. Ugh. I'm gonna start stocking up on water to pour over my head. I love my little faucet. I just stuck my head in the sink. I washed my hair the other night. It got hot and humid a couple of days ago, and I woke up and it was sticky, and I was sweating. And I said, "Oh, I'm gonna wash my hair in the sink." It was like 2 in the morning. Oh, that felt so nice. And the water stays cold inside the van. Now that I got all the windows sealed up tight, but the stupid thing won't dry. What the hell? Maybe it'll dry by Friday. If not, I'm nailing it. I'm gonna screw it to the back window. I've tried everything. Nothing's working down here. The duct tape won't stick. Gorilla glue, Gorilla tape. I was gonna get the flex glue and then realized I screwed up and forgot. These are my short months. I was like, God damn. It's gonna be hot. I need fucking ice. You idiot. Again. I have to put a reminder on the phone. You can set one for like a year in advance, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make hard-boiled eggs outside on Friday. I'm telling you. I'm getting a little bit upset. The worst, like with the heart crap, but my jaw is bothering me. I'll say this, it's only a couple people here. These teeth here, they're about to go all at once. One right after the other. I'm gonna scream because I can't get dentures with the bone cancer. There's no dentures ever. I was like, great. Freaking great. That was lovely news. I was like, enjoy them while they last, right? Ow, shit. I'm too big for a minivan. Oh, God. Should have married a millionaire. Oh, man. And I had the chance right after high school. Was a really nice guy, and I let him go because I didn't really love him. I didn't really love him. He was like throwing shit in my face, you know, like, look what I can do for you. And then I felt like I was being bought off. Like, you know, the poor rich guy finds the poor girl and he's offering her the world just to get her. You know, it was a weird thing. I was like, I felt like I was selling my soul. And I felt bad. He was a nice guy. He really was. So he went on about a year later to find the woman of his dreams and have 4 beautiful children. And she actually sent me a thank you note because she met him right after we had broken up and his mom had passed. He went through a really horrible time and I felt like a piece of shit. So if you're ever watching this, I am so sorry. But I didn't want to marry someone not for love. And I think he realized that. But she sent me like a 3-page letter with pictures of all the kids and they're happy and, you know, he's a great dad. And he realized that what I did was for a good reason and look what happened, you know. Us getting married was not a good idea. So that was nice. I had that letter for a long time. It made me feel good. And then over the years, as the kids got bigger, she would send me photographs and stuff. I think they were in like 8th grade, and then I never heard from her again. I wrote her back. We wrote back and forth, you know. It was funny. She's like, thank you so much. You know, you don't know what you've done. He's a great guy. For you as a woman to let him go with all that money, oh my God, you know. And she has money. So it was two, you know, they're evenly matched wealth-wise with their families. So they were very happy for a very long time. Hoping they have a shitload of grandkids. But yeah. Okay, that's enough 2 confessions. I'm tired and I feel like crap. My friend went to the store. She felt okay. She goes, I'm gonna go get some stuff at the dollar store. I got like black eyes. See, It looks like I got black eyes. I have no makeup on. I can't find my makeup bag. I think I threw it out by accident. Or it ended up it's either in the trash or in the storage unit, one or the other. I have no idea. I've gone through all the drawers and boxes like 5 times looking for different things. I was like, where's my bag of makeup? Duke. I have to check under the car every time I drive away when we leave the park because he drags everything outside, including all your toys. And we got him his first big pig bone. It's almost as big as he is. Let's measure. Ta-da! Look, it's as big as he is. It's as big as your head. He's wiped out. He's been gnawing at this thing all day. He got that this morning. That was his second breakfast. From here back, I have almost none. One here, one there. I only have like this, your smile. That's it. Here, it's all, the bones are dying. Up here, because I ate the asbestos and the ash was in my mouth when the towers fell for over like 5 hours. Yeah, no water, no nothing. Stranded in the traffic, trying to get home with all that shit in my mouth, just trying to spit it out on my clothes, on anything, wiping off my tongue, you know. No, I know, they're all a bunch of miserable jerks, my family included. I told my mother later on when I met some of them and saw what horrible people they really were and heard stories about them, you know. It's kind of fucked up when your family's on the news, like in a really bad way. Being like, yeah, I understand why you don't talk to them anymore and we live like poor people. I was like, you gave all that shit up, but didn't you think of me? I yelled at her one time and then she sat me down and told me some little stories and I said, sorry, Ma, you did the right thing. My dad's family too, a bunch of rich assholes. He has nothing, my father's never taken money from them ever, ever. He even died without getting the money. My father was going to inherit over $1 million from one aunt. And she had 12 people in her will. My father was receiving the least amount of money. I missed getting that by 30 days. My father died 30 days before she did. And if he died first, we got wiped out and it went to someone else who was the same closeness, like within a first cousin, you know what I mean, or a nephew or a niece. So it went from my father, who was in first place as her favorite nephew, to second place, third place. She had 4 people lined up for each amount of money she was giving away. She had a lot of money. And they're horrible, hateful people. Horrible, hateful people. Richie was like, damn. I said, I told you. He said, holy shit. He said, so your parents were 2 rich kids who ran away and got married and never talked to the rich families ever again. I said, basically, yes. Except for the army, you know, shit and first responding stuff. But the rich people, we all ditched. Yeah, that's what she was saying. A friend of hers keeps thinking she met this great guy. He's the one, we're getting married. Next thing you know, 3 days later, he's out the door. A week later, she never hears from him again. It's just ridiculous. I told her when she stops looking, she'll find it. I gave up dating for 2.5 years, and I ran into Richard. Walking out a store. We kind of walked right into each other. He was coming in and I was leaving. And I usually never go to that store. And it was the day that he was dropping off something for his aunt who lived across the street. So there you go. So the 2 years went by fairly fast. Everybody laughed at me. I said, don't worry. They told me to go another 5, it would grow back. I said, screw you. I said, we can call you a virgin again if you wait 4 more years. I said, I can't find a guy who'll wait 14 days, you know? It's like, damn, dude, you can't wait 2 weeks, so, I know who you are. Goodbye. If I couldn't find, it took 2.5 years to find somebody who'd wait 14 days. I'm not freaking lying. Hello, Dabsy. We're goofing on men. Sorry. Dating. My silicone won't dry. Okay. That's good. I promise I won't make you laugh too hard. Don't when you pee in your pants. But Barbara went to the store because she was feeling better, my friend. She goes, I'm feeling a little better. I'm kind of thirsty. Let me run to the store while I feel good. I said, okay. I said, I'll wait here. She calls me. She's not coming back. She got to the parking lot, felt nauseous, blah, all over. It's just this crazy, out of nowhere vomiting. And you're not even like you thinking you got time to run. It's just poop, just out there. The minute you feel nauseous, you're screwed. You better have something sitting right next. That's when you sleep with a bucket like this. I was going to change ends of the bed. I kept waking up, and the nausea, the wanting to throw up, was coming through in my dreams. And I was like, oh my God, you got to throw up. Wake up, stupid. And I wake up like, oh, leaning over the toilet, like, yes, no, I don't know. It was awful. Dating is rude. I mean, no. Oh, hell no. I got stuck with $7,000 worth of friggin' credit cards that I had to go bankrupt on. That was like 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, almost 30 years ago. And Obama, on his way out the door, signed a thing that they were going back 35 years. And even if you did it legally, which it cost me $7,000 to go bankrupt on $1,500, and then they were adding on the interest, so they made it an even $6,000. Do you know what that is? Well, how much money they're coming looking for now? Because he wiped them all out. And I went to federal court because I'm a federal employee. I had to go in front of a judge sitting right here across the table. I said, what do you want me to do? I can't afford to pay this back, and, I'm stuck with the bill. He just looked at me like, you stupid ass. I'm helping you build your credit. You use your card. Yeah, and then he did the split, and I got stuck with $7,000 I couldn't pay back. And a lot of it was for the car, which wasn't mine. I'd say maybe $200 of it was stuff I bought. Yeah, so it was madness. So yeah, I always feel sorry when people get divorced. It's awful what they gotta go through money-wise. It's like, damn. That's why most times men just move out. Keep the house, keep the car. I'll go this way. Yeah. We have bad bones with the polio, the MS, stuff like that. We have issues with the bone loss. That was one of the things I always had to be careful. Falling, if I could control it, was breaking bones. Oh, I broke my leg, my thigh, shin bone. Oh, holy crap. It wasn't that bad that night. It was a delayed reaction because I didn't feel that kind of pain. It went away really quick and then it comes back. It takes me a while for the bruise didn't set in for maybe 22 hours after I broke my leg. Then my whole leg was black and blue from my knee to my ankle and half my foot. I got up, I took one step, I screamed so loud, my mother heard me in the next, we were living side by side in our apartments, one had opened up, next to her. So they offered it to me so we could be together with the emergency keys right next door. Also, she was in the wheelchair and she had a shitload of cancer. So she heard me scream, hit the concrete floor. No, I don't remember nothing. I remember waking up in the ambulance on the way out the freaking door. And I was like, damn, that hurt a lot. I've broken my fingers, fractured my palms of my hands, my wrists. I dislocated all the little bones in your wrist. They look like a comb, all right, like a comb right here. Mine were all sideways, like they look like bird feathers going this way. The guy's like, I said, how do you fix that? He said, you go in and operate, but that's like operating on a piece of thread. Just leave him. It's gonna hurt like hell forever, but yeah, we're all the same. We're all the same. All the same. It's like the same disease, only in different stages. You know what I mean? We're just missing one DNA thing that you don't have. They've actually, for years, wanted me to try the MS medication, but I didn't want to be the first guinea pig to try that shit because I see what it does to you guys in person. I dated a guy who had MS. Oof. That's why I was if I had to have diabetes this bad, thank God it's not stabbing myself, because, no way, no how. That's why Richard never checked his sugar. He never gave a shit. I know I'm going to get diabetes. I don't give a shit. I'm not stabbing myself. I'm going to eat what I want to eat till the day I die, because I'm going to die before 60 anyway, because my heart's going to give out. He said, you with the polio and now the cancer, it was like a race to see who was dying first. And I never thought in a million years it would be him. Ever. He was the picture of freaking health. This guy was a bull. Unstoppable. Even losing the weight. But I really think the metformin screwed him up. When I started reading the lawsuits about how people just dropped dead. Just dropped this. That shit kills you instantly. The metformin, after you reach a certain level of it building up in your blood, and him with a bad heart, holy crap. But yeah, ow. In that regards, we're all the same. Everything's pretty much the same, just a little bit off. Even the way we walked upstairs together was exactly the same. He had to do the same thing I had to do to walk upstairs. And he drove a Corvette, a stick shift, like a 68, Corvette summer. Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful car. It was blue. I loved it. That thing was loud. Loud, loud, loud. And we always took like the highway and the turnpike back and forth. We lived kind of far away. We met on a MS support group thing through the hospital. You get mailing lists with like people's names that you could call and talk to, like. But yeah. My mother was doing that too. I have to look at that again. I know you sent me the emails. I got to go back through this. My God, that email. They need a thing where you can just wipe it all out and start again. I have like 30,000 freaking emails. I haven't checked it in a while. Got a lot on my mind. I'm still figuring out how to delete stuff. And then I end up archiving it, or it's just sitting in the trash bin. And I tried cleaning out the trash bin. But, very nice. I like the gold on the window. It's paper. That's poster board. Gold. I was going to spray paint the windows with metallic gold spray paint. I had a copper one. It was really pretty. I want to do the inside of the windows. I got to get these windows covered up. That's why I was gluing Velcro. I'll show you what I was doing. I went into Home Depot. I should have. I went to the dollar store and got the cheapo one of these. So I glued right there. See that white stuff right here? It's just See, it's not sticking to this. It's not drying. Why? This part is starting to. Excuse my nails. You see? It's not drying under there. Oh, is this one good? No, see, it's still wet. Look at that shit. It's still like cake icing. Oh, thank you. That's the other side. That's my side. That's the mess. And all the stuff I had tied up, only the stuff that I had tied up came crashing down on my way over here. I wanted to scream. I said, that figures. Everything I thought was going to fall over didn't, and the stuff I tied up all let go and slipped off. But I don't know. I think that this crappy plastic is just too slippery for the silicone to stick to. We'll find out tomorrow morning. I need this for the back window. And I've tried everything. It lasts like one day and falls off, and nothing sticks to the molding. In the back window of the car, or the door here. No, that's my towel. I get to see the sunset every night out the back window. My Miami Vice towel. But it's the weirdest thing. It'll stick to this part, right? Right here. This is the ceiling. This is the back door. So it sticks to this, right? Nothing will stick to this plastic. It's a little bit different. I don't know what the hell the difference is on the door. Oh, and I just realized something. It goes up, it doesn't go down. Ah, crap. Oh, it's gonna have to go upside down then. But nothing sticks to this. Nothing. Not even painter's tape that sticks to everything. That's the only thing that works. And I can't find my roll. I need another roll of blue painters or the green painter's tape. That stuff is still on for 3 years on something I wrapped it up with. Nothing else. Only like masking tape. I was thinking of rubber cement. But I bet you that won't even stick to that. It'll probably just peel right off. It's like so slippery, nothing will stick to it. Not crazy glue, not the Gorilla crazy glue, nothing. It just slides around, doesn't dry like this is. I have to figure out how to close this window off in 3 days. I have to have that completely covered with something. I have a cardboard box, but that's holding my bed in place. Until I made like a wall with one of those really heavy duty boxes I got from Amazon. You could stand on that thing. So I folded it in half and made it double thick. I made an L wall here in the corner where I have my head. So when I open the door, my pillows don't fall out. It's lovely. I just need it to be a little bit higher. I figure I'll get some of that purple foam board. I think I have one solid piece left. And put that in the back. I wanted to do wood, but I don't want to keep adding more weight to the back of the car. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have that much. I have mostly some clothes and towels in the back. I'm losing my voice. But I put all my water and my other stuff, anything I drink, in the back over here, because the front of the van has to be in the sun for the solar panel. So I only have to have from the front seats out in the sun. The rest of the van can be under a tree or in the shade. So that's been working out quite well. Minnie. M-I-N-N-I. Like Minnie Pearl. I should just name it Minnie Pearl. Because she's white. No, living in my car because my mobile home got ruined by the 2 hurricanes, Ian and Nicole. I was a World Trade Tower first responder, and I have a bunch of cancers. And then the state came around, gave us 6 hours to get out. They went trailer park to trailer park after they got done with Fort Myers. And those people over there, there are hundreds of people in Fort Myers that are still homeless. Okay, their house got ripped down. They're on an empty parking lot, van lifing on their property. Because they never got the checks. Everything took so long. It took them 11 months to get over here and assess the damage. So 11 months to do all their insurance claims, and a year later, a year and a half, almost 2 years later, they're still screwed. They're still sleeping outside in their cars or their tool sheds or whatever was left on their property that didn't have to be torn down. That's why they had to sign a new law that after your house is destroyed, you're still allowed to reside on your own property until such time you can find someone to fix it or afford to repair it. So we have to live during hurricanes with no electricity, living in a tent on your property with generators, camping. The whole state is run on camping. Everybody who comes here is camping. So they had to change that law, but they changed it. He signed it. I got kicked out on March 31st, and he signed it into law on April 2nd. So anybody before that, in that 2-day period that he decided to sign it, we weren't included. We had to leave. That created so many homeless people. 5 people in my trailer park, 10 in another. There's over 3,000 people in one day got kicked out of all the trailer parks running up down US 1. They didn't care I have cancer. They didn't give a shit. And all I did was have no running water in a trailer park. So I had shower houses. So that doesn't happen again to another, say, 60,000 people. We have 60,000 homeless people from 2 hurricanes that still got nowhere to live. We can't afford the $800,000 condos you're building across the street from my trailer park where we got destroyed, certain places. Yeah, in my own backyard, $1 million freaking condos is what they built to replace, for us to move into after you kicked us out of a mobile home. Where the hell am I getting the money to even get the mortgage on a condo? Maybe 20,000 people were able to do that out of the 60 that they kicked out in 4 days. 4 days. You look at 5 to 10,000 people on the street in one town. One town. One town. The campground, I found out, if they were lucky, in the middle of 4th of July weekend, they had 5 people staying in this crappy campground. They have waiting lists for months. They don't have an empty space. They had to make more. They were trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and when we started talking to them, they started realizing, like, oh my God. He said, because I know some of these people, and they're at this trailer park. We're like, why the hell are they all staying here all the time? It's like, because we just lost our house, and they were too embarrassed to tell you that FEMA just kicked out 20,000 people out of their mobile homes and gave them nowhere to fucking go. No check. We got no checks because time had run out. So they kicked everybody else out over here in my town without giving them $2,000 or making arrangements for places for us to stay. They didn't call the Red Cross. They didn't call Salvation Army. They called no one because there was no place to put them because of Fort Myers. 100,000 people have no place to live. Half the coast of Florida disappeared in that storm. We're done. we are down there is no public housing. None. And like 20 people a day are showing up looking for a spot and calling. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Oh yeah. The sleeping boy. The sleeping boy. There he is. The Dookies is eating his giant bone. There we go. I want to see how big he is to his bone. We're measuring you. I want to see how big your bones are. You looking at the camera? You're just such a good boy. You're going to be cute for the camera? Oh, the Dookies. Oh, the Dookies. Baby Yoda. He's Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Oh, and he's being cute for the camera because he can see himself. He can see himself. You can see yourself. You got your pointy little elf ears. Yeah. You're sleeping with your bones? There you go. You sleep with your bones. There you go. All right, go back to bed. Waking up Cujo, that's not a good thing. So what did everybody do this weekend? Oh, anything exciting? Oh, there is no government assistance. They ran out of money. That's all closed down till the next hurricane. And it can't be, they closed out Ian and Nicole. No more money for anybody who got hit or hurt. That's it. Zzz, done. They're just done. It's freaking done. And it's very sad. Because a lot of people are moving and I don't know where the hell they're going to. She wants to go back up. Her father got out of the hospital. They put him in 30 days rehab. So next month she's going to go back up there and stay. We were 20 minutes away from a place that got completely wiped out with those tornadoes up there. I'm sorry. I was too close for comfort. Right after we left, the place had trees come down and lost some of their electricity. No damage, but 20 minutes away got pummeled. So I said, you know what? They have baseball-sized hail, just like this, baseballs coming down. Could you imagine once a week having to call the insurance and tell them I need all new windows, or just replacing the $400 stupid windshield once a week? Hell no. That insurance is going to go through the roof. What'd I get? I don't know. So, it's cheap, it's nice, but not worth the risk of the damage to the car. I've been sitting here, that's why I haven't been coming on, because I don't know what to do. I don't think the risk of those storms up there and being in the woods, and I mean, we are in the freaking woods, deep woods. I don't think the risk of the way the storms are headed through Alabama, Louisiana, and Georgia right there, because we were right on we were at between the red and the end of the yellow, which was the last part. We were like right there, like closer to the red zone than the end of the yellow. I was a little too close for comfort. When I looked that shit up on the map, it was like 20 minutes away. That's just like right down the road. I said, no. And then being out in the middle of nowhere, who the hell's coming to get you with, 200-foot tall pine trees laying across the friggin' car? The reason why I say this is because one day the idiots, we were at Richard's trailer. He took a whole bunch of kids up front to go swimming. I saw the people next door whip out a chainsaw and realized they're going to cut down a tree you can't get your hands around on the edge of the hill where half of the roots were like hanging out and the rest were, it was a weird angle, and the tree was starting to go because the dirt was washing away. They decided to cut it down south now knowing it was already leaning towards his trailer right here. The tree would have landed halfway. It was over 100 feet tall. So we were roughly 50 feet away. And when it hit his trailer, because it was way too heavy to control with the rope standing on the top of their trailer, trying to pull it down into their yard. When I heard the snap, I was in the front because I was watching out the window, and I heard that crack. The tree cracked inside from the stress. And I said, it was so loud it made my ears hurt. I jumped up out of the bed. I was at the end of the trailer where you pull it, in the bedroom there. The tree fell directly across, landed on right over the bed. I jumped from the front door past the sink in the one pull out and ended up roughly around the bathroom, if you know those trailers. I couldn't get out of the trailer. I couldn't get out of the front door. I couldn't get out of the back door, and I couldn't push the windows out. The branches of the tree broke, and it broke in. It went like this, and then the top of the tree, both pieces came down, but it snapped in half, and then the top half of the tree fell down and then landed across the thing. It was the branches landed. There was shit poking through all over the place. Oof. I was in there that's the second time I've been like 3 times trapped like that, waiting for someone to dig me out. I don't like that shit. About 2 hours to clear off the branches, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of branches this big on a 100-foot tall, freaking, probably 75-year-old pine tree. They were buzzsawing until they could get the door open and I could crawl out underneath still the branches. There were so many branches and so heavy, they were having trouble cutting the top of the tree down. Just the branches that landed. I think if it had went all the way, it would have cut the trailer right. It would have went right through the trailer and landed on the bed. There's no doubt about it. Hey, tea lover. Oh, yeah. No shit, Teresa. It's too much. How's everybody doing? And it's just like one person after another, and a whole bunch of people she knows just came into the park this week. They lost their apartment. This one lost the job. They couldn't afford it. They raised the rent. I called one lady about a bedroom, and I thought it said $440. It was a typo. She's renting a bedroom in her house, giving you access to everything. Listen to this shit scam. $4,400. I said, that's your mortgage payment, your taxes for the year, and probably the electric for 6 months. I said, what are you paying on the house that I'm only getting to use certain parts of it? If I'm paying it in 1 month's rent, where the hell's the rest of this money going? The lady actually thought, and she realized, like, oh shit, you're not stupid, you know, and then she goes, well, oh, okay, I'll let you know, honey, if I hear of something cheaper, and she quick hung up. This is some scam artist lady, but people are charging $1,500 for the bedroom, just to use the bedroom, and use the kitchen for dinners and stuff, but other than that, the rest of the house is off limits. You're just renting the bedroom like a hotel room. I was like, damn, I couldn't find nothing. Nothing. And then they had people who were renting out their driveways. I don't know how legal that is, but it was running anywhere from $50 a month to like $50 a night. Yeah, that lady tried to trick someone who's not thinking. I was like, what are you talking $4,400 for a bedroom? You're insane. I was paying $3,500 for a studio apartment. A closet. A giant closet. But when I called her out on it, she hung up the phone. I gotta go, honey. Okay, bye. Sorry. I was like, what a scam. What a scam. But I don't know. You're welcome. Oh, you gotta have some beautiful snows up there. I miss the snow. It's just too cold. It's too that kind of cold weather with the snow. The last 2 winters, when I got down into the 20s, I was having a really hard time breathing. When we left New Jersey and came down here, all my asthma attacks stopped, all kinds of crazy stuff. I started feeling better. And it was like a false thing because I went from the cold air, I couldn't breathe in. I didn't realize how heavy cold air was to breathe in. And he said, you'll never be able to go through the cold air alone. You'll pass out. No, no. Salvation Army, they send you to the soup kitchen. Red Cross is out. Everybody's just, there's nowhere to put anybody. They don't even have, there's like a year-long wait list for 6-month transitional housing just to be in there for 6 months and have to come back out again. I didn't bother putting my name on the list. I was like, I'm not going in October and coming out in February when it's like, 30 degrees down here now. That's stupid. Maybe I'll try over the summer as people are getting kicked out, I should have, but I don't know. It's too hard. It's also too hard going from the air conditioning to the heat of the van. I had to stop going to hang out at the library. Even to cool off for an hour coming out made it feel that much hotter. The doctor was like, no, you can't go from hot to cold like that. I said, okay. And I forgot, the only good thing is that he doesn't want me eating no more ice. Nothing really cold, just in case. He said, the ice will give you a freaking heart attack. I said, okay. I said, I remember that from my grandma. We took away her ice chips and mostly everything I just kept in a cooler. So it wasn't even like as cold as the refrigerator was. She had some sub-zero thing where the milk was almost frozen. It was only on number 2. So that's that. Watching. And we still got helicopters galore. But the cop cars went away. That's why I wanted to do this early. They were just camped out all over the place. And this was like training exercises were going on last night. Got tired of the van rocking from the giant Apache helicopters hovering over. And there was a lot of them too. A lot. And I think there was supposed to be a rocket launch that I don't know if it ever went off or they called it off. I'm not sure. But they were very busy over here yesterday. Still today, but at least the cops are gone. Because you're chasing idiots doing 100 miles an hour down the street over here. I was like, they don't have time for us. They're too busy chasing the fast and the furious morons. I'm looking also for my water. There it is. Keep losing stuff. This boy's out like a light. He's been sleeping longer, which is so nice. It's so nice. And he's getting his commands. Now I got him when he's barking and yelling at people outside. I do 2 yanks on the leash. He turns around, runs in, sits in the van at the door, and then yells out the window, woo, out the door like that. He just sticks his head out. And then he starts growling. And then we do a shh, where he growl. He doesn't bark, he'll growl. Then he watches. I said, watch, like this, like I'm looking out the window. Shh, watch. So now when I say watch, shh, he gets quiet and starts going from window to window, following them around. Then he'll wait till they get right close to a window, stick his mouth as far out of the little crack as he can get it out. At the top of his lungs, people are jumping, scaring the shit out of everybody. Because he's a jerk. He lets people get close and close, and then he shoves his little nose out the window. Oh, he's an ass. Yeah, it's like 80 today. It's going to go up 2 degrees every day, and then it's going to jump from 85 to 95 from Thursday to Friday. I don't care about the heat. It's just going to get really humid. The steam bath is coming. The Amazon jungle and mosquito season has begun. We always goof that when they have these stupid blueberry and strawberry festivals and shit, that it's just mosquito fest. That's it. We're gonna have mosquito fest. Screw the seafood festivals. We're having the mosquito festival. These suckers are big and they're out already. They're everywhere. And it hasn't rained, which is the crazy thing. It's been nice and dry. Don't be jumping out the window either. Right? He's such a tough guy. He's got to yell at all the big dogs. Dummy. Dummy's pick and fight with the King Kong over here. Godzilla. Stop that. But you're gonna be a freaking appetizer, bro. You better be quick and get on his head. Poke his eyes out or some shit. This dog has no fear. No fear of no person or any animal. None at all. He has no idea he's this big. He thinks he's a Great Dane. Right? You think you're the big dogs? You're the big doggies? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You better behave. You're on camera now. You're live on YouTube, buddy. Oh, hello. Hello. That's my new coat. He almost ripped my head off because I was trying to take it off and fix it. He does not like taking off his little flak jacket. Maybe because he knows it covers his chest a little bit. Oh man, I was watching the video a little while ago. What's his name? Cruzy Bear. Chrome's dog. He got into a fight with 2 dogs. They didn't hurt, well, they hurt him, but didn't hurt him. He's fine, but damn, 2 dogs went after Cruzy Bear. You should watch his video. This poor little guy. He must have freaked. That's what I'm worried is going to happen to him. You're going to pick a fight with 2 idiots, and that's it. And they were probably pulling him. And I was listening, but I couldn't believe what he was saying. I was like, I have to watch it again. But I know the 2 dogs got him at 2 different spots. This poor little guy. And I probably won't even listen. He'll probably do that shit again. Oh, thank you. I hope so. At least the people, I don't know what they can do about it. Maybe the next governor coming in could build some affordable housing. We've had 8 years, DeSantis. You can't invite the entire country to move to Florida and not build housing that doesn't start under $300,000. There's not even any apartments. They're all freaking condos, and the condos start at $100,000 across the street right behind my fucking trailer park. Sorry. It's disgusting. That's where they think we're all going to live. It's a whole little city. Half of it is empty because nobody can afford that. Where the hell is everybody's coming down here trying to van life? We're full up. I had to go to two states away to go find a place, A, that I could afford, and B, that had an open spot. That's because it's in Tornado Alley. This sucks. We could stay there and never leave. She's gonna try it and see what happens. See her, see her dad, see her family, and then see how this place works out and see what the weather's really like. But it's very humid up there. It's swampy. I don't know if you ever drove through Georgia. It's hot as hell. It's like it's bad as Louisiana. Alabama, you can't breathe. You're like waving fog away from your face, Richard said. Some days it's like you're walking through a sauna and it's just in your face. You're waving it away. He said, I don't think we could even go there anymore. I wanted to go, he wanted to take me to Bourbon Street and go to a bunch of places. We're going to take a road trip. And when we were talking, he was talking with the doctor on that one appointment. And he's like, she can't go there. You can't even take a shower anymore. What, are you kidding me? And then I started passing out in the shower because I didn't listen. But I don't know. She has bad asthma too, so she's going to give it a shot while she's up there visiting and stay for a little while and see what happens when the change of the temperature comes next month. May is just 90% humidity and 90 degrees. That's it. Got like 14 more days of a nice breeze. I'm trying to enjoy it. It was 44 here this morning. I woke up freezing. I went to put my sweatshirt on. I only had a tank top on. I said, hell with it. I left the windows open. I threw the blanket off and I sat here freezing, trying to enjoy being cold one last time. While I was freezing to death at 5 a.m., they're telling us it's going to be 100 degrees on Friday. I was like, oh man, I got 4 days before we're going to sweat to death. Damn. So, I did a lot of food shopping, so I don't have to really do anything and go anywhere. So, trying to stay put for the next 2 weeks. And that's that. And hopefully she gets better. She's waiting till she can feel better. I told her before she drives to give herself a couple of days. So she's staying at someone's house, spending the night inside. Someone from her church. So that's good. She can't be out here sleeping. She still has all her seats in her car, waiting till next month to get that other car. And then they're going to pull all the seats out the day she picks it up. So she can just put everything right in the back, put her mattress down, and she's ready to go, and she can lay flat now. She's sleeping up in those chairs. It's just too much. It's too much. So we'll see how it goes up there. No, there's no sugar, Mama, honey. I'm dying, sweetheart. So that's what's been going on. I'm trying to figure out what to do, so we'll see what happens. I just worry about her being up there in those storms. I was trying to look at some of the YouTube footage of what went on. I'm trying to look up the cities where we were and see what just happened the other day. Augustine got hit in a couple of different places, and one tornado spawned like 4 little fingers came down off of one main one. The videos are incredible. So I said these little tornadoes are no joke. That's what lifted up my house. Well, those little ones coming off like one big cloud. Instead of one, it drops like a whole bunch in a circle, all random, all over the place. I know that's what picked up the house twice. But we weren't really getting them in this area. That's why my dad's lived here for 45 years. My family's never left this area ever for over 70 years. But now we're getting crazy stuff. About 20 minutes, maybe a half hour up the road, they had a tornado blew through, ripped off a whole bunch of roofs on the houses, and that's what was coming this way the other day. I love St. Augustine. It's such a beautiful old city if you're into walking around and looking at old buildings. It's an old fishing village, but like a touristy, artsy kind of stuff. A lot of painters, a lot of people do stained glass and, do like glass plates, a lot of crazy artsy stuff, along with a lot of good food, especially if you like fresh fish. So it's a nice place, and they got beautiful parks, beautiful beach parks. It's really nice up there. A lot of people. There's a lot of, I forget her name, Heather. Heather's Hikes and Adventures. She's not feeling good either. She got a lot of shit going on too. I felt bad for her. I was watching her video. She going through drama, doctor drama and tests and shit like I am. What's he crying over? Don't cry. He's dreaming and crying. I've been dying to go there. You never walked around the town. I can't get a reservation in that freaking place. Every time I look on to do it, it's booked. That's where I wanted to go. And it was right above that where they was talking on the inside, like, and then there was St. John's Park, had a tornado go through it. Our park over here, all the tents are ripping out of the grounds and just blowing away. They got those little finger ones come down. I don't like those. It's like a dust devil. Those are the ones that take lightweight stuff, like your tent. I just don't want to be in the one where it takes your van. Starts flipping over tractor trailers. I wanted to go up just to go for the day. I was thinking. I was going to do that this month. I'll wait till next month. But it's going to be so friggin' busy. And you got to get a date. You got to get a pass online before you can even go in person. Like some of the parks, you can't even just show up and just say, you know what, I'm going up there today. And I did that once, and I drove an hour away and had to turn around and come back because I didn't have a day pass and they were full up. They count the amount of people in the park. Oh, thank you, Pat. How you doing? I'm about... It's 4 hours to Jacksonville from here. So, depending, about 2 hours away. I drove through and looked at a bunch of spots on my way somewhere else, up north, past there, on the other side of 95. But, and I love those ones on those sides. Don't say the name out loud. Shh, shh, shh. The two up there. Keep that shit quiet. People putting that on, I'll never get in. That's good, Pat. Everybody's giving up all the good spots. They're getting too crowded. I'm losing my voice, too. Someone sneak up on me? I thought someone snuck up on me. Yeah, I know. Okay. That sounds good. I was gonna see if I could find a thing with the Veterans Day weekend. The Vietnam vets come for like 2 weeks to the campsite. They've been sold out for like the last 2 months. and they had to refuse reservations because of their standing reservation. I was like, oh shit. Now, why is my refrigerator off? Yeah, let me know. Even just come up. Ow. Dog pee. Pee pee. Thank you for throwing my shoes into your food. I appreciate it. Now, who's in the window you're going to yell at? Damage control, bro. Throwing my shoes into the food. Look at you up there. Aren't you just so freaking cute? Don't make me leave. Dookie. Dookie, dookie. Have fun. He loves sitting under them like an umbrella. Yeah, because when the motorcycle... Oh, no, they come at the end, I think. To Daytona. I don't even know if they're doing anything with Daytona. Last time I saw it, it was half boarded up. All the stores were closed. Everything was like abandoned up there. It was sad. I never went back that way again because I had to drive through that. I don't like driving 95. Not too many crazy people. On the road. There's always accidents on these parts where people are trying to get the exit because they just drove 9 hours and they don't want to drive another 7 miles to get off the next exit and double back, and they cut over 50 lanes of traffic because there's Daytona Beach. Shit. Won't miss that. But it's getting crazy. I gotta get my thing on there. My crap won't dry. If I stop touching it, it might. No, see, it's gonna... It won't stick, it's too slippery. It's getting cold, but it's just peeling right off. Damn. Oh, you suck. What the hell? Now I gotta see if a part of it'll stick to that. What the hell am I gonna put on there? I don't know. I gotta try gluing the other piece to the back door. See if it glues itself overnight. And maybe I could staple the Velcro onto this piece of junk. It's just too slippery. It's just coming right off. And one big piece too. So it'll just gonna peel right off like a sticker. I give up. So next week I'll probably be spray painting the window. I gotta find a little spray cap thing. The one broke off. I'll go return it, one or the other. I think I lost the receipt for that. That was a while ago. That was about nine doctor's appointments ago. I have no idea where the hell the can even is. I had it up front. What are you looking at? You loving that bone, huh? You loving his bone. He's so happy with this thing. Oh, yeah, I know we're crooked. Yes. I'm just licking the crap. Wait, keep that on your friggin' whoopee. Not on my whoopee. That's your whoopee. That's keeping him busy all day long. Probably for at least a month. That was a good haul out of the dollar store, right? Right? It got a lot on it. Tried to get a good one. Ooh. And he's so quiet and delicate. So dainty with his little bone. You didn't even want your little hamburger things? No? No? Good. But, yeah, send me an email. Send me an email. For little dukers. Little dookies. I think everything's closing soon. I'm gonna have to move again. This part of the parking lot, this particular one, put up a sign, no soliciting, tow away zone, does not say no overnight parking, but like practically no fraternizing, no skateboarding, no soliciting, no loitering, and tow away zone. So that gives them cause to come over and knock on your window. Over that way, nada. So I have to move the car a little while as soon as these stores close. So not to deal with the policia. I don't want to piss anybody off. They were working long hours last night. That must have been overtime with that many cops hanging around. And probably again tonight. I'm sure I haven't watched the news, so I don't know what's been going on. But hopefully. Yeah, because I'm looking at these stupid things. Half of them are empty. Because they still have their big giant flags outside. They haven't come down since the day they opened. It's been over a year that they can't sell out. Because why? They built one 2 traffic lights away. 2 traffic lights away from that one, or 2 more across the street from each other. Where the hell did they think all these people were coming from? And why would anybody who could afford a place like that would come here and live inside an apartment building for $300,000? I don't understand. It's not even a quad where you're buying a townhouse that's divided into 4 apartments, say, split level. It's not even that. It's just a condo. And not all of them have balconies. Some are some teeny tiny little piece of junk. But I think they're all split. They're just regular sized apartments. That's crazy. And they're for sale. Or lease. Like your car. Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to have to leave in a few minutes. Because the last of the Chinese peoples is pulling out right now. They're closing earlier and earlier now. I noticed they're not staying open till 11 o'clock, which they should be because they're getting more traffic. But I noticed everybody is shutting down early. And Sundays, some of these stores aren't even opening anymore on Sundays. Everybody's taking the day off. So I got to get moving to my new location. I love you guys. I'll be back in a couple of days. While I'm getting ready for the heat. And I'll let you know what's up with the window. I'll do some shorts and let you know if I ever get this piece of crap up. Or permanently affixed to the glass. I don't care which comes first. I might try rubber cement though. That may be the only thing that works, and it'll probably have to be multiple layers of it. Have to be nice and thick. I have to do a little at a time. But I'll see you guys later on. Have a good night. Duke's munching on his bone. I'm gonna make, I think, what are we having tonight? Oh, chili dogs. And then soup later. I'm having a secondary dinner at like 10 o'clock at night. Trying to stagger them out better. So, have a good evening. We'll think of you later while we're having hot doggies. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Bye.